On this edition of Terriers Take 5, number 6 gets lifted to the Agganis Arena rafters. This one belongs to former men's ice hockey coach Jack Parker. The wrestling team is looking forward to the second season. How are the Terriers preparing for tournament time? And a 6-game road trip to kick off the women's lacrosse season. How many miles will the Terriers rack up? Wheels up! Terriers Take 5 starts right now. Welcome everyone to Terriers Take 5. I'm Brian Moore. Is it possible to fit a 40-year career, a march to the conference championship, and a month of travel into just one 5-minute show? Challenge accepted. Here we go. We start by honoring a legend here at Boston University, a head coach for 40 years, 897 career wins, and 3 national championships later. Former men's ice hockey coach Jack Parker finally had his number 6 jersey risen to the rafters here at Agganis Arena. The Terrier faithful from 5 different decades flooded Agganis Arena to watch as Jack Parker's number 6 jersey was risen to the rafters as only the 2nd men's hockey jersey number to ever be retired at Boston University, the other being Travis Roy's number 24. Fans reminisced over Parker's 40-year coaching career at the helm of the men's ice hockey program that featured 897 wins, 21 Beanpot titles, 11 conference championships, and 3 national championships. The ultimate sports fan, Parker played with jersey number 6 at BU in honor of Celtics great Bill Russell. Parker graduated from BU in 1968 and was the team captain his senior year. If that wasn't a sign of the leadership he would provide for the program over the next 40 years. The month of March means only one thing: madness. The tournaments are in full bloom and the wrestling team is preparing for their shot at the Eastern Intercollegiate Wrestling title. The wrestling team finished the regular season with a 5-9 mark, including winning their last 2 meets. Now the focus turns to Philadelphia, where the Terriers will compete in the Eastern Intercollegiate Wrestling Championships.
I'm looking to score a lot of points. I'm excited for the conference tournament. There's just a lot of tough teams, and I want to go out there and score as many points as I can each match and just finish my last conference tournament on top.
There's more on the line than just a conference championship, as multiple Terriers are in search of a bid to the NCAA Championships.
That's something I've been looking forward to since my last trip to the national tournament. First time was kind of exciting, but at the same time it was new to me this year. I know what to expect. I realized how close I was last year, and I'm looking to go back out there and get the job done.
Only Taffur has stamped his ticket to Oklahoma City, earning a national ranking of number 4 at the 157-pound weight class.
It's cool to know that I'm up in the top 10 because I feel like at the national tournament, any of those top 10 guys can finish on top, and I'm looking to be that top guy.
The message to the women's lacrosse team is simple: play up. Every year, BU boasts one of the toughest schedules in the country, and no difference this season. Head coach Liz Robertshaw has put together one of the most grueling 6-game road trips you'll ever see. Coach, a new year, new expectations. Yeah. After a 6-10 record last year, what are your real expectations and hopes for this season?
I think this is a season that we're really focused on us and getting better. Getting back to the playing style that we want to as a team. Really getting back to the fight, the composure, the aggressiveness, the team-focused kind of play that we've had in the past that I think last year we lacked a little bit. We want to get it back.
Coach, do you think some of that is just the fact that it's just a few games into the season?
Yes.
The pure, for never mind the competition, but the pure fact that you haven't really gotten settled into any kind of rhythm yet.
I definitely think so, and I think we're still feeling out personnel.
Yeah.
So we're seeing who works well with who, and these games are tests. And I think some people just look at the score. For us, we're seeing, okay, if we're here on game 1, where do we want to be game 5, game 6, game 7, especially going into the league?
Well, you brought up the schedule, and you kind of shake your head and say, wow, when you look at it. When you look at the first, it's a 6-game road trip to start the season, including 4 teams that are either receiving votes or nationally ranked. So as a 2-part question, I say this on behalf of your team. What were you thinking? And number 2, what are you trying to get out of it?
We had the opportunity when UNC called and when Maryland called and said, do you want to play? It's hard to say no, but to be honest, I asked my captains, do you want these games? And they said yes, because I said, I won't go into these games unless you feel this team can be ready, unless you feel this team will compete for 60 minutes, and that it's not going to shake us if we don't come out on top. And they said yes. They thought about it. They came back to me and said, we want these games.
7 teams with national rankings this year as part of the competition. You know, a lot of coaches use this and say, we want to get some perspective on our team. But in your eyes, are these games that you're also think you can get wins out of as well?
I do. And I think it's going to be a battle. I think we have to go in and fight. No one's going to just roll over for us and say, hey, BU, you can take this win. But we put ourselves in a position that we have a great game plan going into each game. The girls feel confident, and then we want to go for that win at the end of the day. So I think we can. Are you always going to get it? No. And I think, you know, I wouldn't have scheduled a Maryland and UNC unless I thought we could be in it. And I think, you know, based on the game score, we were in it. Yep. I don't think it didn't want to end that way, but I also feel the competition level was there that will prep us for each game going forward.
Coach, thanks so much for taking the time. Enjoy the rest of the road trips.
Thank you.
The Terriers will finally play a home game here at Nickerson Field on March 19th when the Terriers host the Crusaders of Holy Cross under the lights at 6 p.m. But that will do it for us here on Terriers Take 5. Stay tuned for updates on the show and all BU news through the Athletics website, goterriers.com. For the entire Terrier family, I'm Brian Moore saying, let's go BU.